Hi there, welcome back to Bally's Kitchen. Thank you for subscribing. And this week we're going to be making chili chicken, which is one of my son's favourite dishes. So let's begin. Okay, so I've got my chicken breast here already diced, ready for cooking. I've got some methi leaves, Kansuri methi leaves, fenugreek leaves, which are providing really nice nutty taste, tomatoes. And I'm going to use some cumin seeds in my dish today. We've got our chilies, got some nice fresh coriander, which we're going to use towards the end of the dish. We've got garlic, ginger, onions, tomatoes, and I've said before it doesn't really matter if they are tinned or fresh. And we're going to be using some tomato puree as well today, and a little bit of red chili powder, cooking oil, and of course all the lovely spices like salt, turmeric, garam masala and paprika. So we're going to start off by peeling one onion or 1.5. I think I've got about 4 chicken breasts, so I think an onion and a half should suffice. So we're going to peel it and dice it and pop it in the saucepan. I'm heating my saucepan on high, and when it gets quite hot, I'm going to put in about 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. I've got a rough measure, so here goes. This is quite a dry dish, so I'm not putting in too much oil, and I'm just letting the oil heat up gently, and I'm going to throw in some of my cumin seeds. Just about a tablespoon, and kind of gently let them roast, really, and you'll hear the sizzling sound. And you can see them sizzling away. Next, add your onions. And at this point, turn the heat down, lid on, and let them soften gently. Whilst I go back to sort out the chilies, garlic and ginger. Right, I've got here my about 4-5 pieces of garlic and a small piece of ginger, like so. And for this amount of chicken breast, I'm going to use 3 chilies. Now you might want to use 2. Like I said, the smaller ones are very, very hot. These are not so hot, but I'd go with less rather than more, because you can always add a diced fresh chili in later on. So I'm just going to dice everything up, ready to put in the saucepan. Here goes. I've finely chopped or coarsely chopped my chilies, garlic and ginger, but if you prefer, you can actually put the whole lot in a blender and mix it and make it into a paste. It's entirely up to you how you prefer it. I know my son likes to chomp on the ginger and things, so we're going to take this over to the saucepan and pop it in. As you can see, the onions are softening beautifully. They're not done yet, but I'm going to add my 3 ingredients. straight into the pan. Turn up the heat slightly. Look at those colours. And let that cook. The next thing I need to do in about 5 minutes time is add some tomatoes. But this time, because chili chicken is quite dry, I'm going to only add 1 fresh tomato and some tomato puree. The onions are looking lovely and brown, and I can see the pieces of ginger and garlic softening and browning, and the smell is absolutely delicious. At this point I'm going to add just a handful of fenugreek leaves, again for that lovely nutty flavour. Again, this is optional, so you don't have to, but if you want to, you can do. I like to add it at this point. Now it's going lovely and brown. I'm ready to add my freshly chopped tomato. There it goes. If I was making the chicken curry, I would probably add a can of tomatoes or 4 chopped tomatoes, but chili chicken is quite dry. If you want to have with a yogurt dip or in naans, it's that kind of chili chunk, a chunk of chicken to have in that way. If you find it getting a bit too dry, I will just add a little drop of water. That's just to stop it sticking, and that will let all the other vegetables carry on cooking. Right, that looks perfect. So this time I'm going to add my spices, and I'm going to add half a tablespoon of salt, tablespoon of turmeric, level tablespoon of turmeric, and a level tablespoon of garam masala. And because I wanted to give this dish some colour, I'm going to add about level tablespoon of paprika as well. Continue to stir. It's getting quite thick now. After about 5 minutes, you should end up with a mixture like this, quite thick, not too oily, and ready to pop your chicken in. I'm popping in the diced chicken and just coating it with a mixture. And at this point I'm going to add some tomato puree just to give it that extra colour and flavour, because it is, like I said, quite a dry dish. And I would add a couple of squeezes, 1, 2, that should do it, and give it a nice mix. And that's it really, and what you've got to do now is lower the heat, absolutely, put the lid on and leave it for about 10-15 minutes and check on it again. And off the stove, and this is the gorgeous, delicious chili chicken. It smells amazing. The only thing I've got to do to it is now add some chopped coriander, and I'll do that just prior to serving. This is coriander, which I like to use whenever possible in all my dishes. Last year I managed to grow loads in the garden and some flower bags, grow bags, amazing. So basically I've washed it thoroughly and make sure that all the dead bits are off, and then all you need to do is chop it up. I like to use all of it. If it's washed thoroughly, I like to use all of it. Some people like to break little leaves and put them on the dishes to garnish. That's fine, or absolutely fine. But I like to chop it quite coarsely, and then you can use it in all sorts of dishes just after they've cooked. It's the last bit you put in to give that flavour and that lovely look. And believe it or not, you can actually, I like to buy this in bulk and then pop it in a food bag and pop it in the freezer. and it absolutely retains its flavour, and take a little chunk out whenever you're ready to use it. There you go, that's coriander for you. Right, so I've chopped up my fresh coriander, and here is my chili chicken dish which I've made today, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of it on just as a garnish. That's plenty. And serve it with some naan bread and mint and yogurt chutney, and of course you can have the odd slice of lemon juice to squeeze on and enjoy with a few chilies if you so wish. Chili chicken! Thank you for watching my video today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.